Shalom, shalom, family, and welcome to Just a Word. And we are here for another of our weekly discussions. Today, we are looking at the role of Christianity in these end times. What role does this religion play, or has this religion played towards the end times, and will play right through to the very end? Before we begin, I want to say shout out to our people who are here: Janelle, Dwinda, Yahuwah Mai Alua. Yeah, for our early visitors, we truly do welcome you. And as we are about to begin, Shalom Miknea, as we are about to begin. And you know that we have spoken a lot about Christianity during the time that we have been speaking. It has been so much that people might think that we have something personal against Christians. And let me just state from the beginning that it is not so. Our people are in captivity to the religion because Christianity is the religion of our captivity, as is Islam for those in certain countries. These two religions are those that have our people captive, and so we speak a lot about them. We speak a lot about more about Christianity because we are in the West. It has been our experience. We are more qualified to speak about it in that we have been grown up in it. So we speak more about it than Islam because we do not have that experience with Islam. We just know the most basic foundation that Islam, along with Christianity, are the two religions that are used to deceive our people. So our people being deceived, we have to point out the deception so that our people can wake up, because this is an awakening of the dry bones of the whole house of Yasharal. So when the dry bones are waking up and to put on flesh, they first have to know why they are waking up, why it is an awakening, what are they in, what is wrong with what they are in. If you don't think that something is broken, you will not try to fix it, right? So you have to know that what you are in is false. Okay? So we're going to look at the good and the bad of Christianity and look at the part that it plays in these end times. Now, before we begin, want to introduce the brothers here. Next to me, you see Etikan. Okay? Then we have, before me here, you have Hanuk. Oh, this thing slipped. Yeah, let me get this over.
Shalom.
All right, so that's Hanuk. And then we have Mikael.
Shalom.
And we have Yeramiel. All right, so we will be discussing it today. Yeah. So, where do we begin? This is a topic that is so vast, we don't know how to actually condense it. Where do we begin? Probably begin with scripture and show where Christianity is in scripture, but probably not. Let's just begin. Let everyone just give their little piece, and then we will give some scriptures to coordinate it to see. Let's begin with Etekhan. What do your summary as to the part that Christianity plays? Because when you're writing an essay, they tell you that you give a short summary at the beginning, which will kind of give the idea that you want to portray.
So for me, a summary of Christianity is that it's supposed to be a close decoy. So it's supposed to be the closest thing that you have to the truth that's supposed to deceive you into thinking that you're in the truth when you're not. So for me, Christianity is the closest thing that we have to the Antichrist system, because it makes you feel like you're following the true Messiah, makes you feel like you're following the true Alua, but in essence, they twist the words of the Most High and do away with all that He tells you to do, but give you the illusion of someone who's on the way, who's following the way. So the greatest way that I can describe Christianity, it's close to the truth, but not the truth, and a complete deception. And one that keeps you blinded until the end, unfortunately, because you keep on telling yourself that you are following the way you do love Yahusha, you do love Jesus, well, as they say, and you do follow God as the scriptures say, but then only to find out that it's all a deception at the end. So that would be my summary of it. Close to the truth, but not.
Mikhail?
I would agree with that. The closest thing I can compare it to is the movie The Matrix. It seems real, it feels real. You touch it, you taste it. Even when you pay your taxes, it all seems real, but it's not real. None of it is real. From when they went into our temples and took our precious things, our scriptures, and then manipulated those things, and when they regurgitated it back to us in our captivity, they replaced a lot of keywords, names specifically, but other words from Hebrew over to English in order to trap us. And so what once was a pure language and something that was good for us became defilement and against Torah and everything that the Most High did not want us to do. And only those that are really seeking the truth can escape from it. They've made it the easy way.
Yarmiel?
How can I say the same thing in different words? Christianity. Christianity is like a cup half empty, half full kind of thing. It's like you always leave feeling like something is missing, which is the truth. Something is missing from Christianity. It's not all bad, but something is missing. So Christianity now is like a tool or a means of keeping the chosen people of the Most High in blindness, not knowing who they are, and also a means of keeping the heathen in control of the world. That among other things, which I think we'll get into.
Yeah.
So my brother will
All
take
right.
it away.
All right. Hanuk?
Brother Yalmayel said exactly, pretty much verbatim, that's been running through my head this whole time. So I agree with my brother wholeheartedly. There's nothing else I could say about that one.
Okay. All right. So, when you talk about Christianity, we have to go to Matthew 24. What verse was it?
3.
Matthew 24, verse 3 to 4. And Matthew 24. Go ahead, please.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you.
Take heed that no man deceive you. For
many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many.
and shall deceive many. All right? So there will be a big deception in this world that will fool many. And this deception is so vast that Hamashiach said it twice in Matthew 24, verse 24.
For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
And Jeremiah had said it, that it is set up here to deceive the elect of Alua. If it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So it is the very elect that is going to wake up and realize the lies. The elect will be able to ascertain as to who is a false prophet and will not be fooled by false prophets. Now, where did Christianity come from? To know where we are going, we have to know where we are from. And so we have to go to Psalms 83. Of course, this discussion is not really structured. We just go as we are led. So we never know what's going to come out of this. Psalm 83. Read from verse 1.
Keep not thou silent, O Allure. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahuwah. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Mm-hmm.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasharal may be no more in remembrance.
Christianity is from the Psalms 83 conspiracy. Its main aim is to make sure that the name of Yasharal be no more in remembrance. Christianity is there, number one, for the nations to give worship to their gods. Because Psalm 96 verse 5 says, all the Elohim of the nations are idols. Psalm 96 verse 5. So Psalms 83 is speaking about the nations. And in Psalm 96 verse 5, it tells you who the nations worship.
For all the gods of the nations are idols, but Yahuwah made the heavens.
All right? So all the Elohim of the nations are idols, but Allah made the heavens. So the nation, Christianity was given to us by the nations. And all they worship are idols, which means that the Elohim of Christianity, they are idols. And we have a teaching, we have some older teachings on our channel about the great Christian deception. And we showed the names of God. We also have one called Who is Jesus Christ? And that also tells us this origin of Jesus Christ and where it came from. So Psalms 83, when they take crafty counsel against the people and say, let us cut them off from being a nation, when they give us the religions is in this whole same breath. It's to cut us off from being a nation, that the name of our nation is not mentioned. Verse 5.
For all the gods.
No, Psalm 83, verse 5. Just remember, you're not looking on the screen.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
All right, we all have to stop there. No, go to the other one. And
the Ishmaelites.
All right. The two major religions that we spoke of earlier, Christianity and Islam, came from these two tabernacles. The tabernacles of Edom. Edom gave us Christianity. Christianity was given to us by the Romans. And don't let anyone fool you saying that this is when they ask the Christians, when did Christianity start? They will say, oh, Christianity started from, and they tell you, when Jesus was here and everything. Don't let anyone fool you. In the Bible, you see the book of Romans, etc., the different books. The Israelites brought the belief to these different nations where our people were scattered, so that our people will have access to the belief, and so that the other nations who want to join themselves to us would have access to the belief. But after the death of the apostles, etc., the nations took over the good news and they converted it into their religion, so that the name of Yasharal may be no more in remembrance. So the tabernacles of Edom gave us Christianity, and the Ishmaelites gave us Islam. You need to go any further. Of the Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. So this is what we have to understand. Christianity came as a strategy to get us. And not only to get us, as Yermel said, boy, your summary perfectly summed up everything. It is used for world rulership because Christianity is the religion of Babylon. And for that, we need to go to Zechariah 5. This is just a summary, people, before we discuss. We're just laying the foundation. So, when we are discussing, where we are coming from. Zechariah 5, verse 5.
Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes, and see what is this that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah. And he said,
This is wickedness. This is Edom. Continue.
And he cast it into the midst of the ephah, and he cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, there came out two women, and the wind was in their wings, for they had wings like the wings of a stork. And they lifted up the ephah between the earth and the heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Then said I to the angel that talked with me, Whither do these bear the ephah? And he said unto me, To build it an house in the land of Shinar, and it shall be established and set there upon her own base.
The land of Shinar is Babylon. So this woman went into the ephah, and there came out, it went into the midst of the ephah, and there came out two women. I believe these two women to be Christianity and Judaism, which Babylon uses to rule the world. Islam came out of Christianity. All right? So they went to set up a base in Shinar, build an house in Shinar. And that house, of course, is the Vatican, Rome. And that is where the world is ruled from through the papacy. And the papacy gave us Islam. So this is where Christianity really, really comes from. So we're just laying the foundation as to what it is, its foundation. So now our brothers can kick off the discussion with your points, and we can coordinate it and based on that. So who wants to begin? No, but by the way, we are not done with Babylon. Sorry. Revelation 17. We have to connect this woman with Revelation 17. Revelation 17, verse 1. The great whore and the beast.
And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
See, this woman is linked to the kings of the earth. This is the woman that came out of the ephah, that went to set up her house in Shinar, in Babylon, in order for Babylon to have rule over the whole earth. Continue.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
All right, this beast that she's sitting on comes from the nations. So it is religion that is used to rule the nations. And which religion rules the nations today? Christianity, with 2-point-something billion followers. Followed closely by Islam with 1.60 about billion followers. these two religions together control more than half of, or almost half of the population of the entire world. And there are many religions, hundreds, thousands of religions. And these two carry almost half the population of the world. Go to verse 4.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones, and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
All right. Notice she's called what? Babylon the Great. And remember, the woman built a house in Shinar in Babylon. This is the woman of Zechariah 5. This is Christianity, arrayed in purple and scarlet color. And we know that the cardinals wear scarlet in Roman Catholicism and the bishops wear purple, or the other way around, I don't quite remember. And they're always decked with gold and precious stones and have a golden cup in their hand. This is a dead giveaway. John was warning us of the Catholic Church today. And she is the mother of harlots, which means she is in charge of all the harlots. All of the other religions are her daughters. She is the mother. All right, so now that we have that, let's go and we can begin. All right, who will go first?
Well, we were talking about the role of Christianity in the end times. And so, like a couple of the brothers said, Etikon and Yermiel, that blindness is one of their primary roles. We are supposed to, in the end times, the dry bones were to be awakened. And as it stands right now, that awakening is difficult, if not impossible. And a zealot will have a hard time waking up because of the many things that Christianity, coupled with Babylonian system, has done to get us blinded. For instance, the Torah. They have completely torn up the Torah to where we cannot even get through the first 3 Ten Commandments without breaking all of them. We worship not on the Sabbath. We are worshiping a man as a lua. All of these things, and those are the 10 commandments and the only commandments that Christianity obeys. They don't listen to any of the other commandments, and there is a lot of them. Some of them are now spiritual, but most of them are literal. And Babylon and Christianity has allowed us to not have to pay attention to them because of those magic words, the law is done away with. So that type of blindness is a key component as to how they're keeping us in these end times, keeping us blinded.
They keep us blind. And they keep us blind through, and you also said they keep us lawless, which is a fact. But they keep us blind through making us drunk. Because as Revelation 17 was saying, it's a golden cup in her hand with wine. So we get all different kind of doctrines. So this one believes this and this one believes that. So it fosters drunkenness, and it makes you drunk enough to believe that, hey, this world is a lawless world. You don't need to follow no laws. Just believe something and you're fine. And it makes you blind again through drunkenness by allowing you to believe that the Savior that the Most High sent is an half angel and a half man in so many different ways.
Some say full angel.
Some say full angel. Yeah, demigod. A Greek god.
Some say fully man, fully God. So it's real drunkenness. That drunkenness is like you're from here to here, different doctrine. You're just bouncing around,
Just
staggering.
like a drunk man coming from the bar. You don't really know where he's going. You just know he's going. Yeah.
So you stagger from one doctrine to the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, go back.
You sure? Okay. I was just going to say on that too, how also the world is, how they use the tools, YouTube and everything, to totally confuse people, overwhelming them with different prophets, false prophets, some self-made prophets, some even you get to witness and see leaders that don't portray themselves as leaders that much. They're pretty sensitive to things, and it's only so much you can say, and false teaching. So when you have someone that is awakening and they're being overwhelmed, overpowered with all that, everywhere they go on YouTube, that's all they're seeing and they're exposed to. It, on top of being blind, it confuses them too, not knowing and not really understanding what they're going through and what their purpose is when it pertains to the Most High.
So that actually links up with what I did want to say. So a lot of people think of the lawlessness of the end times and think of like anarchy, like things being, confused and dilapidated and. Yes. So they think of like the world being in chaos and everything being in anarchy, but then the lawlessness is just that the law is done away with and everyone does what thou wilt. So that is the lawlessness that the scriptures speak of that is to come. And then another thing is also when you think of Nimrod. So the first city that Nimrod created was Babel, and the main thing was confusion. So that's the main role of Christianity. It's to confuse people so that they don't know what's wrong and what's right. So they cannot tell left from right. So that's the real end time goal of Christianity, is to have people in confusion and delusion.
Yeah. You have something?
And yeah, Edicon just mentioned something.
Set the mic.
The do as thou wilt. And Satan, his scheme is so sinister that he's not only hid the truth from us in a very deceptive way, but he's introduced anthems and themes from his Satan church. Their only law is do as thou wilt. And that's the whole of their law. So in Christianity, you are allowed to be a surface good person. You only have to go to church 2 hours out of the week. You only have, as long as you are given tithes and seem to be a good person, then you are good to go. And if you want to do something that is abhorrent to the Most High, and your church agrees with that, then you can simply go to another church and they will accept you and your ways, because one of the other main things they say is come as you are. You don't have to be clean to go to church. You can be as filthy and as dirty as you want to be, and they will take you and make merchandise of you.
So, both of my brothers said things that leads me to another point. The role, as we're doing the role of Christianity, Refumo mentioned about lawlessness, and my brother Michael mentioned about uncleanness. So those are two big roles Christianity is helping out with. They help out with lawlessness through abolishing of the laws, and they also help out with uncleanness true abolition of the laws. But here's the thing. The Asatan revels in these kind of environment, which is why they are doing this. So making the world lawless, making the world unclean, is making the world devilish and evil and wicked, which is the end goal.
So we have three main things that we have identified so far. In the end time, they will contribute to lawlessness, they will contribute to uncleanness, and they will contribute to drunkenness. And speaking of this drunkenness, let's look at how many Christian denominations are there. And this is just a Google search. And if you look there, you will see the results are for how many Christian denominations are there. There are no exact definitive numbers for Christian denominations because the definition of a denomination varies. And also because there are so many. And because there are new ones are being created every day. That's not what this says, but I'm telling you. But estimates range from over 45,000 to potentially 47,300 more globally as of 2023.
Sure, it's not 44.
44,000.
44,000.
What's that again? It's for 45,000. Yeah. With the Center for the Study of Global Christianity projecting this to increase significantly by 2050. These numbers often result from counting distinct congregations in different countries, leading to higher figures, while a more limited count of major traditions like Catholic, Protestant, and Orthodox yields a much smaller number. But what you have is, among these different denominations, you have denominations under them. So no matter how you look at it, can you move the screen, please? Yeah. Yeah, so when you have these denominations, you have other denominations. All right, so yeah, it gets cleaner. You have other denominations under them. All right? All right, someone continue, please. Oh. So out of that 45,000, they say that there are 12 types of Christianity. Together, Catholicism and Protestantism, with major traditions including Adventism, Anabaptism, Anglicanism, Baptist, Lutheranism, Methodism, Moravians, Pentecostalism, Plymouth Brethren, Quakerism, Reformed, and Waldensianism compose Western Christianity. And of course, you have Eastern Christianity as well. What a complicated subject. And Yahusha said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. 47,300 different ways. Not the ways. That is confusion. Anyway, who else wants to take up the baton?
Well, those ways are so numerous because if you don't like one of them, you have many to choose from, making it very easy.
So it goes according to your desire.
Yes.
Instead of there being a standard and you having to measure up to the standard that is set, you can, according to your own desire, go to somewhere and set your own desires. That's totally against the Bible. Continue, please.
Yeah, the easy way, and we had just got through reading the books of the Nazarene, and anytime Yahusha talked about anything that was easy, there was nothing good said about it. The easy way leads to nowhere. The easy way benefits no one. The earth is for testing and teaching, and only through these trials, these tribulations, into the fire will you result in pure gold. That's how you become tested. And in Christianity, because of all those denominations, you have no way of being tested and not to your fullest, not to the way the Most High would like you to be.
All right, so let's go to the shepherd. You have something on it?
Oh no, I just wanted to also just say also with the book of the Nazarene, also Yahusha says that beware of false guides who point the easy way, which is what you're saying, brother. And then he also says that things are only judged according to right and wrong, according to the Torah. So Christianity will have you believing that you have your truth, your way of looking
Yes.
things. So there's no such a thing as your truth with the Most High. Things are right or wrong according to the Torah, and that's just it.
Let's just look a little at of the books of the Nazarene and see what Hamashiach actually says about this. Books of the Nazarene, page 37, verse 19, which is chapter 3 and verse 19. Read it, please.
One said to Yahusha, Master, we are not all like Yehochanan, who could surely eat bread made with sand. Is there no easy way?
See, ask that question again. Is there?
Is there no easy way?
Christianity was not around at that time. This man would not have to ask at that time. That man would just have to find his church, the easy church. And that easy church today is like the, what they call it, prosperity churches. Yeah. Continue.
Yahusha said, the only easy path in life lead nowhere, or are cut by others. But the path I point can be cut by none but yourselves.
20.
A peddler going from place to place is willing to undergo the hardships incurred through his wandering in order to earn his livelihood. Even so, should you be prepared to cheerfully accept the hardships imposed by life in order to gain splendor in the life which follows.
There we go. Christianity affords you to escape to find this easy way. Yahusha's path is one way. That is the way. And we have to fight through the way in order to attain. But Christianity tells you you do not have to fight. Verse 21.
If a child is not raised with austerity, can it enjoy the pleasures of later life? Later life? Only the foolish parent overindulges the child, and if it is done in the name of affection, the parent is either a hypocrite or irresponsible.
So Yahuwah, your parent, will not overindulge you. This is the prosperity gospel destroyed here. Yahuwah, the parent, will not overindulge you. He will raise you with austerity, with sternness.
Because he's not an hypocrite.
Yes, he's not an hypocrite. All right? So that is what those many, many denominations give us. Somebody else, please?
The word overindulge, if you try to go with the opposite, it would be modest. And that's where Yahusha also spake a lot about living within your means, living modestly. And anything that you had over that modest need should go to helping others, especially those that are less fortunate. And Christianity teaches you that if you have more, then the Most High must love you or barak you. And so they get you to sow these seeds so you can get more. You can get that new car. I remember one particular, is it Kenneth Copeland? And he said that the Most High wanted him to have a plane. And so he has several jets, and the Most High wanted him to have those jets because he shouldn't have to fly commercial to do all of his teaching. He should be able to fly first class. So modesty is the reverse of the overindulgent. And because of Babylon's system, they make it so difficult to yield to the modest because everything that they have is tempting and delicious and easy, and that's just how they do it. It's to keep us that blinded.
And through doing that, they encourage classism and all different type of separation of people. Like,
What do you
it
mean by that?
allows some to think that they're better than this one and this one is better than this one and stuff like that. Also,
What, no, you have to expound on that one because I don't really get that.
you don't understand.
No.
Okay.
Or do they promote classism?
They promote classism, for example. The pastor thinks that he's too good to travel commercial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just adding on to what he said.
And remember, his children have to go to the best school.
Yes.
He has to drive the best cars.
And have the best host.
And remember, if you have money in the church, then you will be looked upon, highly likely to be looked upon.
Yes, so they promote classism.
Yes.
Also, in that way, they also promote, which is another role of Christianity. They encourage us to go after this world instead of the one to come.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes.
Christianity preaches to you prosperity and encourages you to watch your brother and watch your sister and say, what happened to me?
Envy,
I need to go after this and I need to go after that. I need to get that. I need to get that, or else.
covetousness, and
Or
envy.
else I'm not special. I'm not baracked. Which is a lie.
And the reason it is like that is because it is Babylon's religion. Babylon is about merchandising. So their religion has to encourage you to merchandise. That is why the Christianity is given tax-free status. Because they actually do work for the government. The governments are judged based on their gross domestic product, their balance of trades, whatever economic terms you want to use, and all of that is based on consumption, buying and selling. So the government wants your mind in religion to be controlled to encourage you to buy and sell. So when you buy and sell, bam, the government does well. And then the people will elect them again because they have.
And
Yeah.
not share. Keep your class high.
Yes,
Keep your brother down.
yes. So guess what that leaves us? That leaves us with a rat race
Yes.
where everyone is striving to be at the top. And if everyone strives to be at the top, what is going to happen? We're going to put out our best and go after materialism. I want to be better than the other
Yep.
person.
So there you have it, people. The rat race debunked. Get back to Yahuwah.
Yes.
So, Aldo, also on that, speaking about Christianity and its tie to the government, is also that in COVID, the churches were used to encourage people to take the vaccine.
Yes.
So another role of Christianity is propaganda in these end times, because it will be used to tell people that they should take the mark of the beast and that it is
Yes.
there's nothing wrong with it. So that would be a very powerful tool because they hold most of the world's population in terms of religion. So if you can encourage all your followers to take the mark of the beast, you would be damning a whole lot of people.
And yes. And not
Very
only to
dangerous role.
take the mark of the beast, they are also going to be used to accept the anti-Messiah that they call Antichrist. And how will they be doing this? With their rapture doctrine. The rapture doctrine is that JC is coming soon. JC is coming in September. JC is coming, the rapture is coming. What is going to happen with the time that they believe? The Bible tells you about the anti-Messiah that is going to come to rule this world. And that is before the Messiah comes. And that anti-Messiah will have all powers and signs and lying wonders. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians 2. The coming of the lawless one. So when they are saying now, speaking now about Messiah returning. 2 Thessalonians 2. They are not looking that there will be a anti-Messiah. Where is it? Let me find the verse, please.
Verse
Coming up.
3. 2 verse 3.
Huh?
2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3.
Verse 3. No, I'm looking for the coming.
Except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead with that one.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
So the man of sin has first to be revealed. Ask the Christians, when was the man of sin revealed? Because they are waiting on JC to come any day now. And they are not looking on the anti-Messiah. Christians pay no little or no attention to anti-Messiah. All they talk about is rapture. We know that there has to be an anti-Messiah that comes first, a man who will be ruling this world, and we see them setting up a one-world religion. We know that there must be a leader in this, and it tells us in the book of Daniel, it tells us in Revelation, there will be a leader that will rise up, and that leader will rule this world before the Messiah begins. In the book of Daniel, it tells you about the fourth kingdom, and it tells you that Messiah will be coming to destroy the fourth kingdom. The fourth kingdom is on the way to being fully set up. It has been underway for some time, but it is on the way to being fully set up. The fourth kingdom has to be fully set up and have its power before Hamashiach comes and destroy it. So they will lead us. And verse 4 in 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4, they will lead us to follow the anti-Messiah, probably thinking it is the Messiah. Go again.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahuwah, or that is worshipped, so that he as Yahuwah sitteth in the temple of Eluah, showing himself that he is Eluah. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things. And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
All right. And
then shall that wicked be revealed,
there we go. And then what will happen next?
whom Yahuwah shall
Whom the master.
whom the master shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
You see it? So the wicked has to be first set up before the master comes to destroy him. Just as it says in the book of Daniel. But they are making us pay attention in these end times to rapture, rapture, rapture. This week I've been having videos about rapture in September, rapture in September. Yes? We know that they are in a time of problem. We know that September might be a time of problem. We know all of that. But what are they looking to? They are looking to rapture. If anything happens in September, what is happening is the setting up of the anti-Messiah system. Simple. But they are taking up minds and Christians' minds. And when you see these videos, tens of thousands of people watching these videos in no time at all. And you're wondering, where did so many people come from? Why? Because all of them are waiting on the same thing. They want to stay in their lawlessness and be assured. And be assured if, let me show you something. I put in, let me get this on the screen. I put in rapture in September. Let me get the correct, let me get the correct page up. on the screen. Rapture in September on YouTube. Where is it? Oh, let me get this smaller. All right, Rapture in September. That's what I put in, and you can see it there. And I'm just going to scroll down and show you exactly what I'm talking about. First one, will Jesus rapture the church in September 2025? Next one, will the rapture happen in September? Stunning biblical timeline. The September rapture prophecy exposed. Is the rapture happening September 23rd, 25? And by the way, as I told you, look at the numbers. The September rapture prophecy exposed 12,000 views. Is the rapture happening September 23rd, 25? 126,000 views. And this video was posted what? 4 days ago. Which shows you that the whole world is waiting, looking for this. Will the rapture happen in September? 84,000 views 5 days ago. Will Jesus rapture the church in September 2025? 9,500 views 19 hours ago. These people are gobbling up this content.
A lot of supporters.
Yeah. The date for the end of the world revealed.
What in the
Received personally from Jesus.
nation?
448,000 views 2 months ago.
Is that Millicent in
The real reason people are preparing for the rapture in September 2025. You see it? And that has what? 36,000 views. Is the rapture happening on September 23rd? 22,000 views. I just want to show that people to let you know what is happening in this world through the use of Christianity. Now, as we said, we are not saying nothing might happen in September. Something might happen, something might not. Yes? September is a very critical month for these people, the wicked who are setting up these systems because they love the number 9. 9/11. 9/11. And we ourselves have been getting a lot of number 9s and number 11s. All right? And 9 is finality of the judgment. And 11 is judgment. So that is why on 9/11 they have their particular twists on these numbers. Okay? Yeah. All right, so those two things for the end time. Anyone else?
Although just with that, with the rapture doctrine going around, and people anticipating the return of Messiah and all of that, that's also another purpose of Christianity in these end times, is to wear out the saints. So that is just to keep you thinking, oh, he's finally coming. Oh, he's finally coming, as Daniel said, that they will seek to wear out the saints. So it's that constant false hope that, okay, he's coming. Okay, he's coming. So eventually when he does come, then no one can actually believe that he's really coming.
And that is why when you preach the word, everyone says, oh, from we have been born, we have been hearing about Jesus coming. They have worn it out so much. That's people now, when you go to minister to them, they just say, come on. Yeah?
Yeah.
They've made prophecy turn to nothing.
They turned it into
Yes.
profit.
It has become a tabloid, pretty much. And if you understand tabloids are a system of different stories that pertain to what's going on, but they're used to throw people off. They're used to throw those off that reads it. And this is what happens when you have people awakening because of the tabloids, because of YouTube, because of all these different sources that they can get all this incorrect, error, evil-filled information. It causes a famine of the word then. And a famine of the word, to me, is when your soul, your being really is looking for the word, but what it's getting out there instead of nutrition, it's getting garbage, it's getting junk, and it can't survive. The soul can't survive off that. The spirit can't survive off of that. So the role of the Christians too is to choke what's in you out of you and make you conform to what they want you to be.
Before I should have stopped you before because I wanted to give a verse with what Etikan was saying,
Yes.
that they shall wear out the saints, Daniel 7:25.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
So this is the Christian church wearing out the saints. That is their purpose, to wear out the saints. All right? And think to change times and laws. And we know they changed the times by switching the Shabbat from Saturday to Sunday. Of course, we have a new thing happening in the end times when they are now wishing to switch the Shabbat from Saturday to a lunar Shabbat, again, changing the times in the awakening. But that is another matter. But that is what Christianity is, the anti-Messiah religion. And if you go to 2 Thessalonians 2, we'll see the reason why we find it so hard to reach Christians, why they do not want to listen to us. After it tells us about the mystery of iniquity and the wicked revealed, we go to verse 9.
Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
So, deceivableness of unrighteousness, law done away with. All right? You cannot be perfect. We don't have to obey the laws. There are too many laws. And so, every man does what is right in his own eyes, or what his church says. So, this deceivableness of unrighteousness is letting them believe that their unrighteousness is righteous.
Also, it doesn't matter who you are, don't go back into your land.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another deception. That's the Psalm 83 deception, that the name of Yahshua will be no more remembrance. You don't know who you are, so it doesn't matter. We are all Israel. We are all spiritual Israel. Deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. This is why you cannot reach Christians. They do not love the truth. You bring the truth to them and say, hey, this is the truth. Because they do not love the truth, what happens? They love the lie. And because they love the lie, the Most High will make them believe the lie. So many of them, most of them are under a delusion. As long as you do not love truth and you're in Christianity, the Most High is going to give you a delusion that you believe a lie. Go to verse 10, verse 11.
And for this cause Yahuwah shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
There we go. So the Most High is going to blind them so that they believe the lie. But it is when you everyone who has come out of Christianity will tell you that it is a desire for the truth that got them out. That when they heard the truth and everything, they'll say, no. This is not right. And they will tell you how they felt terrible. Some people cried, some people this, but guess what? It was the truth that they heard and they loved it that made them come out. When you go back to the rest of the people now who are in there and you tell them the truth, they either flat out do not want to hear, or they will listen and say, okay, yes. But they don't love the truth. No desire, so they remain in it. I left Christianity home from 2012, 13, about 2014, and I tried without vain to bring anyone in the church or any one of my Christian people from that community into the way. None of them, I cannot remember, who still with this thing. They might listen for a while and say, yes, it sounds true. And then all of a sudden, they're gone back. Yes.
And
Too hard.
Christianity is
Go
very
ahead.
sinister with its plans. So they trap you with the religion at the beginning, and they can keep you trapped. But the Most High has called certain people, and certain people have an inclination to the truth. And so when most people say they came out of Christianity, they say the words, I was called out. And that was step one of their role, is to prevent you from being called out. But they have a backup plan. And that backup plan is their system, their delicacies, their money, the ease of which life is. So when the scriptures talk about called but few are chosen, then once you are called out, you've got now a choice to make. You should be giving up a lot of this stuff, but some people just simply can't. They no longer go to church, but they're stuck in this netherworld. So they'll still worship at their home, they'll still do nice things, but they won't make that next step because the system is designed to, if you escape one trap, there's a bigger trap underneath there to keep you in there. I can't recall what that verse is, Elder, about many are called, but few are chosen.
I think it's Matthew
Is that Matthew too?
7.
It might be sheet there.
You had it here, I
I
think.
think so.
He did.
We'll find it. Matthew 22. Verse 14. It's very simple.
For many are called, but few are chosen.
Many are called, but few are chosen. And to pair with that, with what we are talking about today, we need Matthew 7, 13 to 14.
Enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
So Christianity is made to give us the wide gate.
Way. The wide way.
Do what thou wilt shall be the whole law. Continue.
Because strait is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
All right. So that is it. Now, I want to look at the good of Christianity. Because the role of Christianity in the end times, we have to look at the good. Because Satan does not just give us everything that is evil. He gives us with good. And the good about Christianity is that, for me, from experience, is that it gave me an inlet into the spiritual world. When I came into Christianity, I was out there a sinner, just focusing on my desires, my flesh, not having any understanding or contact with anything to do with the Most High. And it was Christianity that brought me into the truth. And this is how I tell you that the Most High works. The Most High is there. He knows everything. He knows each and every one of us. Some of us are predestinated. But what the Most High did, I prayed to God in the name of Jesus, and the Most High answered me. This is why I'm telling you people, I am not so hung up on exact pronunciation of names. The name doctrine, yeah, I am interested to know his name and his right name and his perfect name. But that is not what defines us. What defines us is the righteousness of the heart. The heart. So when I pray to God in Jesus, miracles happen for the first time, and that is how I got to know the Most High. So Christianity as a tool to introduce us to. Can we say something on that?
Yeah, for me,
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
As an introduction.
Yeah?
The tool as an introduction.
Introduction, yes. Go ahead.
Yes, for me, it was the Christian church taught me how to seek the Most High. If it wasn't for me being introduced to Him in the Christian church, if it wasn't for me being brought up in Christianity, and then Him showing me faults, seeing faults, hearing faults in it, I wouldn't have been pushed or moved to go deeper, to search more, and to keep searching until I find truth. And that was that is the biggest thing to me, because without me searching, without me looking, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and I like how you said, and this brings to the second part of the the good thing about Christianity is it is a gateway to truth. Because having laid the foundation of the Word, you have the Bible, you're reading it, but it might not have made sense, but when you are awakened, everything starts to make sense.
Yes, sir. Everything.
But when you just come into it and you're just knowing the way, you're just knowing baby steps. But when you're in Christianity, it gives you a foundation.
Yes.
Anyone else?
So Christianity is a tool of introduction to the way. Christianity is good in the sense that it slowly takes you. Oh, it's like a first step of coming out of the world. For me, it was, because I was baptized in JESUS and I started to seek, which take me along the way and brought me here. So it is a good first step because it takes you out of the world, brings you into the word, and you start to seek and you start trying to be a more righteous person instead of a bad person. You stop doing bad things like, say, smoking, drinking. You start having respecting your elders and other people and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yes. So I would also just say that, like what Brother Jeremiah just said, Christianity for me was like a restrainer, a picket fence, so that you don't fall over the edge entirely. So for me, it was a good border, so that it's like even if you're in sin, but there was always that border that would keep you like, oh, I can't go past this line.
Yeah.
So Christianity was, it's a good way to build morality and to have a high moral compass, because it tells you right and wrong. I can't do this, I can't do that. So it's a powerful tool for building morality and keeping you restrained.
I would agree with Brother Edekon. I was born on Pew 3, Aisle 2, Section 8 of Church of God in Christ in Plainview, Kansas. And my whole life, my mother and my father took me to church twice on Sunday, and for the most part, maybe once or twice throughout the week, unless it was a revival week, which you went every day. And this I did all of my youth. So the stories that I was told, the Bible verses, even though I was a kid, they sank in. And like Brother Edekon said, it created a border. So when you are also out in the world, because church releases you into the wild, every Sunday night you get re-released back into the wild to hang out with all the heathen out there. And so as you play around as a kid, they would do certain things, but you would know this is too far. And although they might pull you over that line, you are now uncomfortable being over that line, and you try to pull yourself back, or if you get caught, your parents will pull you back. Something were to happen to let you know, hey, this is the wrong territory. Don't linger out here. So for me, Christianity was a nice stepping stone. And even though some of it is tainted as far as the scriptures go, and they tell you it's not, when you grow up and then you seek the truth. Then those incorrect verses, those tainted verses, they start to become more obvious. You start to be able to discern a lot better and to determine this is not correct. What is the truth? And since you are seeking the truth, if you ask the Most High, what is the truth? He will be more than happy to tell you what the truth is. And he will send you down a road where either you will say, okay, I accept this, or you will say, I reject this, and then that delusion will become ever so strong.
All right. Is also
Introduction to fearing a higher being.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's also an introduction to the fear of an higher power.
You really think so?
Yes,
Well,
I think so.
Christianity,
most-
fear.
In
Yes.
most Christianity churches, they don't want you to fear. They want you to love him. He's your friend. In Pentecostal, in holiness, in Church of God in Christ, which I've been parts of, that's all they say. You can rely on him. He's your friend. You love him, and he loves you. And it was that falsehood that I believed for a long time until I heard the truth. And I heard the truth, and how it came out to me is that if you're disobedient, if you do not listen to the Most High when he speaks to you, he looks at that as being you don't love him, that you are being evil. And so how could you be telling him you love him and you doing all this for him and he's loving you back when that's not true? When you're in the world, when you're in Babylon doing what Babylonians do, and you expect the Most High to love you back, that is a fallacy. That is false.
What I do remember is
You
them.
keep going back and asking for forgiveness after you do it.
Yes.
So that's instilling a little fear in you.
Well, but here it is. Yes, you have a little point, but here it is. If I tell a Christian about fear of Yahuwah, being afraid of him or afraid of his judgments, everything, what are they going to tell me? Or what have they always told me? No, you don't have to be afraid of him. The fear of Yahuwah, of the Lord means reverence of
Yes.
the Lord.
Yeah.
There's reverence, no real fear. So,
They had me in real fear. Between Revelations, Yahuwah, which was called God back then, and my mother, they made sure that wrongdoing was something to be feared. Consequences were a fearful thing.
yes.
And since my mother was an avid churchgoer, she applied those consequences very professionally. And she made sure that if I did bad, I got bad. And as I grew up, that always stuck with me. And it wasn't until I was a grown adult that I could go and dive into unrighteousness without fear of repercussions. But the Most High took care of that on his own terms.
So what you find with the traditional churches, more fear is there in the traditional churches.
Yes.
But the more modern the church gets, the less the fear.
Less fear. My church was very traditional.
Yeah. Even with I would agree with Brother Michael and Brother Jeremiel too, because I think it also, I would say it did instill fear, because even when you wanted to do bad things, you'd be like, oh, no, God is watching. I can't do that. You know,
All
that
the
God is watching, you know, like,
Yes.
yes, the fence. And it is a starter pack for the for fear.
Start a pack
Yeah.
for fear. All right, anything else?
As in more rules of Christianity?
Yeah.
Okay. Another role that Christianity plays is that it promotes disorder in so many different ways. For example,
Excuse me.
yeah.
So nothing else good?
That's why I asked.
All right, keep that thought, and if you have another one,
Yeah.
good.
So, in terms of good, it teaches you how to worship and reverence and higher being. Even though you don't really know who he is,
Yeah.
but he winks at ignorance, he looks at the heart. So it introduces you to the reverencing of a higher being. Yeah.
And the real passionate, deep, loving worship is what you get in Christianity.
Yes, definitely.
Because what I had in Christianity was memorable first few months in Christianity. It was memorable, that feeling of that connection with the Most High and everything. That's a very good starting point in worship. Yeah.
But also
Go
just
ahead.
with that, I think that yes, it does also put in that that feeling of strong worship for the Most High and a higher being. But I think it also confuses it with the feelings doctrine, whereas your feelings overtake what you actually really experience.
Yes. Yes.
So you think you're experiencing the Holy Ghost and all of these things, and
Yes.
it's really not that.
Yeah.
So you just have a lot of spirits that are also there working with your emotions,
Oh,
leading
boy.
you
It's very
astray.
dangerous in that way as well.
Yeah. Hey boy. So even when you try to give them good, you have to take it back. You know, every good have a little thing that you know, you're good, yes, and you're right at the door, and then just take it back.
Goodness with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Well, I think it's like that because they know that the chosen of the Most High, His elect, need to be pacified somehow, or else we would go, we would come for them one way or another. So in order to pacify us, they give us church, they give us Christianity, and they tell you that there is a ceiling there that you can't go beyond. And they put Yahusha beyond that. And they say that's what we worship way up there. And you can't be like that. So you just lean on that, worship that. Even though we know he's a man, he's our brother, he's our king, they have positioned him into a spot where we don't connect with him like we should. We are supposed to be like him, follow in his footsteps. And Christianity has made that impossible, even though one of their favorite, what's the things you put on a car? Bumper sticker. Their favorite bumper sticker is WWJD. What would Jesus do? And they're constantly saying that when in fact they don't want to do that. They want to aspire only to that. And that's that ceiling that they cut you off at, and they tell you no higher, because there are others saying that they don't say on the bumper stickers, nobody's perfect. You can't be perfect. Even though the scriptures are constantly saying, be ye perfect.
All right. And you know, YouTube again. I was in YouTube and looking for obedience and perfection. Because we have a video, and I was going to searching looking for some keywords. And let me show you something. Went on YouTube looking for, typed in obedience and perfection. I think that's what I use. Let me see. Yeah. If you look at the first video here, obedience over perfection. What they do with obedience and perfection, they are saying, is it on the screen? They are saying that you have to be obedient, but you do not have to be perfect. So you're obedient, and you can break the obedience when you want to, when something happens and you break it, and you don't have to be perfect. Look at the next one here. Obedience, not perfection. Hamashiach said in Matthew 5:48, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Alua, which is in heaven, your Father, which is in heaven, is perfect. The third one says there is perfection in obedience. Finally, somebody saying it. And this is this girl in purple in the middle. Then the next one says, obedience is required. Perfection is not. Let me see if we have anyone. Here's this one.
These are these doctrines of devils that
Yes.
the scripture talks about. Right there in a title.
This second one, obedience is more important than perfection. This one here, God never asks for perfection.
Oh, wow. That's a straight up fact.
Yahuwah says, and you shall be holy, or kadosh, for I am kadosh. And Hamashiach says, be ye therefore perfect. This next one says, obedience over perfection. This one says, God moves through obedience, not perfection. Let's get back to what you were saying. I'm just going to show you the role of Christianity is to get us people to the lake of fire. Quite simple.
And so, Aldo, just to add on to what Brother Michael was saying with regard, and everything that you say now with regards to the ignorance of being perfect, is Christianity's other role is to enforce and to keep the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which is to be hot and cold. So it's the Church of Laodicea, the Assembly of Laodicea. It's to keep people in lukewarmness, where they're floating in between. They're neither hot, they're neither cold. So that's what its main role is, to keep all of its followers, as the Assembly of Laodicea.
Also in a form of godliness.
Yes.
Wow. But our time is going. I bet you, you'd never know what the main role of Christianity is in these end times. The main role, the most far-reaching role of Christianity in these end times. Somebody guess.
Is it to destroy or to take away your connection with Yahuwah?
Yahshua
Yeah, but how?
Yahshua no longer at the
But how?
forefront.
Yes, those are all good. But there's one thing about Christianity that all
To get people to take the mark of the beast.
Nah, that is also there. We haven't even dealt with the mark of the beast. All right. We haven't even dealt with the mark of the beast.
Not at all.
That's probably
Yes, he did, brother. Brother.
Yeah, that's
brother
another
spoke on
thing.
it.
We
I
did?
did say.
Okay, yes. We did with the mark of the beast. All right. 1 John 4:1.
Yes. Yes.
You read? 1 John
There is
4:1.
a separation.
Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Eloah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Hereby know ye the spirit of Eloah. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahushua Hamashiach is come in the flesh is of Eloah. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahushua Hamashiach is come in the flesh is not of Eloah. And this is that spirit of anti-Mashiach, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already it is in the world.
That's the greatest tool
Yes.
of Christianity. It's the anti-Messiah religion. Excepting for Jehovah's Witness and probably Mormons, then every Christian denomination, talking about 1.8 billion people, believe in a Trinity, believe that if either Trinity or that Jesus is God.
Yes.
Yahusha is our Yahweh.
So they do not actually believe that he came in the flesh, which means he came as 100% man. They say he's half man, half God or whatever, angel or whatever. But they get people to not be of the Most High. Notice what it says. Try the Ruach out whether they are of Eloah. Every Ruach that confesseth not that Yahusha is come in the flesh is not of the Most High. So as long as you believe that Jesus is God, are equal to the Most High or something like that, then you are not of the Most High. So just by believing Christianity, you cancel yourself out of that all. It is only the mercy of the Most High because He winks at our ignorance. So Christians who are in ignorance, they might have a chance. But those to whom everything is revealed, it says in, is it Acts 17, but He now commands every man everywhere to repent. So those to whom it has been revealed and continue to hold on to the Jesus is God, they're dead. Worse people now who have awakened and come out of the way and are now saying Yahusha is Yahuwah, they're in the same boat as Christians. This is the role of Christianity, to make sure that we say the Most High is a man or something like that.
I think they're in a worse boat, Elder, because they've heard the truth, whereas a lot of the Christians have not.
Yes.
And so once you've heard the truth and you choose to not believe the truth, then that delusion will be extra strong on you and possibly shows your punishment.
He says it.
Wow.
And it's also that's why Christianity also says that you can't be perfect, because it's that ideology that a God was needed to save humanity.
Yes.
So
That's
a
what
man
he
cannot
wants.
do it, so
Yes.
how can I do it?
And that right there in itself, especially to those who are waking, is a big eye opener. Yahusha came down. He was a man, a human, and he did this perfectly, meaning that I can too. And they want to strangle and take away. They want to strangle and take away that hope, that knowledge, that ideal of that. So.
I believe that there are some people that's probably watching right now that is saying, what are they saying? How is that so? Could you please reveal or shed some light for these people that are watching, that are still trying to hold on, cognitive dissonance, trying to hold on to that lie.
To which lie?
That he is not a man, that Yahusha is not a man.
Oh, boy. All I can do is refer them to our playlist. I will leave the playlist. Yahusha is Yahuwah.
Yes.
We have about 20 odd videos on it.
I can think of two.
Yeah.
I don't remember the scriptures, but I remember the context.
Okay, let me have them.
The one that spoke about him being afraid to fail.
Oh, that's...
Could the Most High be afraid to fail?
Yes.
No, he can't.
Let me get it. It's in Nazarem.
Okay. And here's another one. We should reveal why John wrote the book of John.
Can I find it?
Okay, it's chapter 6. Yes, chapter 6:3.
It's chapter 6, verse 3, page what?
PDF 58.
Nazarem expert man. Man, I could never remember a verse in it.
Books of the Nazarene available on justaword.org downloads page.
All right, the Books of the Nazarene is available on our website, on our downloads page. This is chapter 6, verse 3.
It's also available on the Just a Word radio app.
Oh, yes, it's also on the Just a Word, the Jaw Radio app. And by the way, before we go any further, remember we have the Jaw Radio app. It's on the iOS Apple Store. I don't know what they call it. App Store.
App Store.
It's on the App Store, and you can download it for Android from our website, jawradio.org. It's also available on justaword.org for both Android and iOS devices. All right? Let's go to the Books of the Nazarene, chapter 6, verse 3.
When younger, Yahusha had been overawed by the prospects of the future, and often fearful that he might not fulfill the promise. But he overcame this, and any fears of his inability. It is in this and his dedication that his greatness was revealed.
All right.
Yes.
So Hamashiach was fearful that he might not fulfill the promise for him as the Messiah. Now, Jeremiah is saying, and it's obvious, that the Most High could not be fearful, and the Most High cannot fail. Okay? There's no way that he could be the Most High, and he was fearful of failure. Anyone? Another one?
So some people might be saying, which book is that? I don't know that book. They're coming up with something new. So let's go to the reason why John wrote the book of John.
John 20, verse 30, I think. Verse near the second to last from the end.
31.
31.
We can start from 30.
John 20, verse 30. My brain, old brain, is not so bad. Go ahead.
And many other signs truly did Yahusha in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book. But these are written that ye might believe that Yahusha is the Messiah, the son of Elua, and that believing ye might have life through his name.
All right. So John is where we have John 1, where the Christians love to say, John 1, John 1. But John is telling you why he wrote the book. He wrote it that you might believe that he is the Messiah, the son of the living Elua. And even in John 1, let's go to John 1 about John 1. I'll tell you where. No man hath seen Elua at any time. Verse 18.
No man hath seen Elua at any time, the only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father.
He hath declared him. So the Son which is in the bosom of the Father hath declared him. And no man hath seen Elua at any time. It did not say the only begotten Son which is in the bosom of the Father, or the only begotten Son who is the Father, or who is the same of the Father. He hath declared him. It's in the bosom of the Father. And I think I need to get that playlist. Let me find that playlist first, please.
While you're looking for that, Elder,
Yeah, let's go
it's
ahead and
also
speak in the
quite
meantime.
obvious that when Satan took Yahusha up and offered him the world, you're not offering the Creator his stuff back.
Yeah.
That's just plainly obvious. He made Satan, he made the world, he made all the things that you can see. So it makes no sense that Satan offers it back to him when he was the owner of it in the first place.
Also, can I say something too? Yahusha often spoke in the book of Nazareth too about him worrying about death in so many ways, that he wished that it would pass over him. He wished that in some way he would be relieved from it. And if he was the Almighty Yahuwah, that would not be a question. He would not feel that way at all. He would be, and so that lets you know that his humanity, he was human.
Yes, he was human.
Not half human, but whole human.
Yeah. Also in the books of the Nazarene, after he had gotten baptized, he went and fasted because the Ruach filled him up, and he had to get his new powers under control. So he did not want to be tempted to go to the people and use them in an improper way. So he went and fasted to get himself under control, because the mind, it'll tell you, you can do this, you can do that. Now that you've got all these powers, you're able to do a lot of different things, and he had to get all of that under control.
He was the Most High. He wouldn't have.
He wouldn't have to.
The Most High cannot lack control.
Exactly.
Only a man can. And another thing, a lot of people confused John for Yahusha. Could they confuse John for the Most High? No. So you can confuse a man for a man, but you can't confuse him for the Most High. So.
All right, I think this one will be the cement in the foundation. Let's go to the books of the Nazarene, because we're just trying to show people there who doubt whether Yahusha is. Chapter 6, verse 4.
Though Yahusha wielded the Ruach HaKadosh of Yahuwah, and in him it was stored up as in a water tank, he still had to overcome the weakness of men.
The weaknesses of men.
Weaknesses of men.
But hear this. Really, the Ruach HaKadosh of,
Yahuwah.
it's the Ruach HaKadosh of Yahweh. It belongs to Yahuwah.
Father. That's right.
And it was stored up in the Son. So it still had to overcome the weaknesses of men. Continue.
For without so doing, his greatness could not be made manifest. Those who say he was something other than man detract from his greatness. For then the things he had to do would have been easier to accomplish. Perhaps they cannot comprehend the heights to which men can rise when inspired by Yahuwah, the Father of all men.
There we go.
Church don't want
It's
you
that
to
false
inspire
ceiling
to
I was
that, too.
talking about.
Church do
They
not
put
want you to aspire.
Yahusha above that ceiling, and then they tell you that you can't go beyond
you
that,
can't obtain it.
hiding your true potential.
And let's go to the Bible for confirmation of again. Boy, you start me off on the Yahusha is Yahuwah.
For the sake of our brothers and sisters.
Yes. John 14:12. Because in Natsarim it says, perhaps they are not able to comprehend the great works that men can do when inspired by Ruach HaKadosh. John 14:12.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
So we're going to do greater works than God or greater works than the Most High. His Father. Man, this thing is so simple. It's really a spirit that is leading this.
Yes.
It's so simple. This is ABC. This is basic school, primary school, middle school, let's say in America.
Yes.
Thing. That takes no genius to figure this out. But anyway,
Can I just-
yes, go ahead.
And then in conclusion, just with the final gospel that is released in the end times, which is the everlasting gospel. So if you go to Revelation 14:17, the banner for the everlasting gospel, which is the final gospel, are these words.
14,
17.
17.
14 verse 7.
Oh, because I know it's there up there somewhere. Read from verse 6.
And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, Fear Yahuwah, and give splendor to him, for the hour of judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water.
Brilliant. Worship him. Saying with a loud voice, Fear Alua, and give splendor to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of water. Worship Yahuwah. Give splendor to him, for the hour of his judgment is come. And if you want to go again to Revelation, boy, it's all over the place. Let's go to Revelation chapter 1, verse 1. It's all over the place, my people. Christianity has found a way to defeat, to put this down.
The revelation of
Yes.
Yahushua.
Go ahead.
The revelation of Yahushua Hamashiach, which Allah gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
When the revelation means what? The revealing of Hamashiach. Which who gave to him?
Allah.
Allah gave unto him. Yeah? You want us to continue? Revelation chapter 5. Verse 4. Start at verse 4.
And I wept much.
Okay, hold on. because they are saying that he was half man, half Elohim, not fully Elohim. So let's see what happens in the heavens when he's up there.
Which is Greek mythology.
Yes. Let's go and see what happens when he is up there. Revelation 5, verse 4.
And I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon.
No what?
Man.
No man.
Not half man.
Hey, not half. No man. Verse 5.
And one of the elders saith unto me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Yehudah, the root of Dawood, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Therefore, it means he was a man.
Man.
Continue.
And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 ruachs of Eluah, sent forth into all the earth.
So the Most High sent his ruach in the earth and put his ruach in this man. That's it. That's why it says in the book of Nazarene that it was stored up in him like a water tank.
Yes.
And he put his ruach in this man. And then, verse 7.
And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne.
He took the book from himself. Eh? He took the book from himself?
No.
No, man. Come on, man.
He's great, but he's not the author of confusion.
Yes.
Not at all.
Anyway, we can leave it there because we won't go any further. Yeah, so if we can summarize the role, someone said to read John 8:24. John 8:24. John 8:24.
I said therefore unto you, that ye shall die in your sins. For if ye believe not that I am he, ye shall die in your sins.
Okay, this is one of those that they used to say Yahusha is Yahuwah. If you look there, what is their name? Yahuwah my Alua. If you look there, it says, if you believe not that I am, he is in italics. Those who know the Bible and its translation know that the words that are in italics, am I on the Bible? Yes. The words that are in italics have been input by the translators. And they have been input due to the understanding of the translators. So the input, that is why I love the King James Version, because it tells you those that have been directly input. So when we see, if you believe not that I am, ye shall die in your sins. So I am what? I am the Messiah. Yes? Let me go.
Precept upon precept, line upon line. Read 27.
Let me go. Yeah, verse 27. From verse 26 to 27. So if you do not believe that I am, does not mean I am he, does not mean that I am Yahuwah.
That's right.
Read verse 26 to 27, please.
I have many things to say and to judge of you, but he that sent me is true.
He that did what?
Sent me.
So if he says I am he, how can he send himself? Come on, people. How can he send himself? He that sent me is true. Continue.
And I speak to the world those things which I have heard of him.
Which I have.
Heard of
And how
him.
do you hear? To the Ruach. It's the Ruach that speaks to us. Verse 27.
they understood not that he spake to them of the Father.
Of the Father that sent him, and they did not
Of
understand. So when he said that I am he, they think that he was exalting himself. But they did not understand that he was speaking of the Father. Read verse 28.
Then said Yahusha unto them, When ye have lifted up the Son of Man, then shall ye know that I am he, and that I do nothing of myself.
But as my Father hath taught me, I speak these things. So it's telling you that when he says, I am he here, he's not saying that he is the Father. I am the Messiah, the Son of the living Alua.
And that's what he's
But
admitting.
as my Father hath taught me, how can he teach himself? Verse 29. John 8:29.
And he that sent me is with me. The Father hath not left me alone, for I do always those things that please him.
So he that sent me, so the Father sent him, and the Father is with him. No, the Father with him doesn't mean he's the Father. Go to John 17, precept upon precept. John 17, verse 20. The Father is in him. I am he. And he's saying the Father is with me, who sent him is with him.
It's with him.
John 17:20.
Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word,
That they all may be one, as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us.
that the world may believe that thou hast sent me.
So just as how the Father is in him, he and the Father are also in us.
Yes, sir.
To Ruach. It does not mean that he is the Father when it says in John 8:24.
The key word is in.
Huh?
The key word is in.
In.
Is he's not he isn't or is he's in him.
Through a
Through
Ruach.
Ruach, yes, sir.
If we understand the world of Ruachot, in the Shepherd of Hermas, it tells us something that makes all the sense. It says there are two Ruachot with men. The Ruach of righteousness and the Ruach of iniquity. It calls them angels. Spirits are with us. Spirits dwell in us. Know ye not that your body is the temple of Alua, and the Ruach of Alua dwelleth in you?
In you.
Just as how the Ruach dwelled in Messiah, it also dwells in us.
Yes.
So John 8:24, you have to understand the italics and understand when he says, I am he. But that is not what we're here for today. You know, one day but some of them, the Yahusha is Yahuwah playlist. Because some of them are so detailed. It takes detailed videos to show up the truth, precept upon precept. But this Yahusha is Yahuwah thing, we probably have to deal with it one day. And does precept upon precept.
Yes.
And people.
A lot more off of our shorts channel.
Pardon?
Should be able to get a lot.
a lot more off of our shorts channel.
Yes, just the word shorts for this Yahusha is Yahuwah. All right? Yes, anyone with a closing remark? So
Morals.
yeah?
Morals.
Yes, go ahead if you have more. Boy, this looks like a full teaching. No Shabbat teaching. This is a full-length Shabbat teaching you're getting here. Yes, go ahead.
Another role in that Christianity plays in this end time is that Christianity promotes disorder, and the Most High is not an alua of disorder. The unrighteous kingdom revels and prospers in disorder. And it promotes disorder in so many ways. One way being, for example, the Yahusha is Yahuwah discrepancy. That is disorder. Because we don't separate him and put the Most High above him. And another way it promotes disorder is For example, in churches, you have, for example, you have, even though you can be gifted with a lot of gifts through the faith that you measure of faith. But for example, you go to a church and you have one person preaching, the same person teaching, the same person healing, the same everything, no order whatsoever.
Yeah.
And just what brother's saying is so true, because that's why the scriptures say that we've been given gifts. So that shows that each person needs to work within the gift that they've been given. But now Christianity, the pastor is an all-rounder. The pastor is a jack of all trades. He's a prophet, he's a healer, he's a deliverer, he casts out demons, he interprets, he does everything, yes, which is not possible.
Anything to take your money.
And speaking of casting out, that's why it's hard to imagine why people can't get the concept of Yahuwah's Ruach being in Yahusha. Because Yahusha removed evil Ruach out of people. And even Catholic priests are often doing what we call exorcisms. There are invisible spirits living in people, whether they be for good or
Yes.
for evil.
Yes.
And so you can have that spirit removed from you and not be that spirit. It was affecting you. Yahuwah was inside of Yahusha, perfecting him, making him perfect, and he filled him up. He didn't give him just a little bit. He gave him the full measure. And because of that, Yahusha was able to walk out the Torah in righteousness and magnify it. And so that concept shouldn't be that big of a leap to understand that Yahusha was a man who had a spirit within him, that spirit belonging to the Most High.
And just John 3:34.
For he whom Yahuwah hath sent speaketh the words of Yahuwah.
No, you're going too fast.
For he whom Yahuwah hath sent speaketh the words of Eluah. For Eluah giveth not the Ruach by measure unto him.
Yahuwah gave it not the Ruach. John 3:34 in the English Standard Version says, For he whom Eluah has sent utters the words of Eluah, for he gives the Ruach without measure. Good news. Good News Bible says, the one whom Eluah has sent speak Eluah's words, because Eluah gives him the fullness of his Ruach. Simple. He was given the fullness of the Most High's Ruach. And so he spoke the words of Eluah, because he was the one whom Eluah has sent. So simple.
Elder?
Yeah.
I think also the other verse that confuses people is Revelation 1:8.
Revelation 1:8.
Yes.
Oh.
So yes, Revelation 1:8, because not understanding that Yahusha's spirit was fully in Yahusha. So sometimes the Most High would speak directly through him. So, and Revelation 8 reads, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, saith Yahuwah, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty.
This is Yahuwah speaking.
Yes.
So for this, you go back to verse 1 that we went to and saw the chain of how the message came. The revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, which Eluah gave unto him to show unto his servants, that's us, things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified by his angel unto his servant John. So the chain is Yahuwah to Yahusha, to his angel, to John, to us. That's why we're reading this. It is what John gave us. We are reading. Simple.
And if it's difficult to think about, consider this. If Elder were to tell me something, and I were to go somewhere else and were to repeat his words, I would be conveying a message from him. But if you didn't believe me, Elder could easily call me, and on my cell phone, I could put him on speakerphone. And even though you don't see Elder, you will be able to hear his words because I am carrying a device that links us together. That is how the Ruach works. The Most High is able to speak directly to someone who has it, and they were able to say certain things, and it sounds like they're saying it's them,
Yes.
but it is not them. It is the Most High.
Like how the prophets of old said, "Thus saith Yahuwah,"
Yeah.
and they speak in the first person. I.
Yes, exactly. And it's the same concept. So it shouldn't be that big of a leap to grasp these things. These things are technically milk and not meat.
All right. The person says, also Revelation 1:17. Let's go to Revelation 1:17. Read it, please.
And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and the last.
I am the first and the last. So they would look at that now and say the first and the last. Oh, he's Alpha and Omega. Huh? But that's what I was going to say. But look at verse 18.
I am he that liveth.
Hold on. I'm sorry I didn't put it on the screen. First, look at 17, please.
And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he said, and he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and the last.
So I am the first and the last. That means he's the Alpha and Omega. That means he's Yahuwah. But read verse 18.
I am he that liveth and was dead.
Oh, so Yahuwah can die.
That's your.
So it shows that verse 17, when he says the first and the last, does not mean that he is Yahuwah, because Yahuwah cannot die. I am he that liveth and was dead. He's telling you that I came back from the dead. Yahuwah raised him from the dead. And that's another thing. Who raised Yahusha from the dead?
Yahuwah. Without a doubt. Yahuwah.
Acts 4:10.
Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Yasharal, that by the name of Yahusha Hamashiach of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom Yahuwah raised from the dead,
What?
whom Yahuwah raised from the dead,
Okay.
even by him doth this man stand here before you whole.
All right. So Yahuwah raised him from the dead. So let's go back to 1 John 18 again. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I am alive forevermore. That means there was a time when he was not alive. Was there a time when the Most High was never alive? Go ahead.
And also I am the first and the last could also refer to the first of many brethren and the last Adam.
All right. That's another thing. He's the firstborn among many brethren.
Many brethren.
Understand? Live online. Yeah. So he's a firstborn among many brethren. Yeah? And he's also the last Adam. So because our hearts are, I don't know, we go for what we go for. We don't go for the things that actually make biblical sense. Yeah.
It's
Well,
too deep, Elder.
Circling us back to the role of Christianity.
Yeah.
This proofs that we have to give out and spend so much time on it just goes to show you how the role of Christianity is so thorough, what they've done. And they have done a very good job of taking Yah's people, and not just Yah's people, all the people that have been called by his name. They've taken them and they've twisted their minds into misunderstanding and blindness, and it is just hard for them to come out. But I advise everyone out there, if you're listening to this channel, chances are you probably are being called or feel the calling. You should pick up some of those other books. They are scriptural. Books of Nazareth, particularly Shepherd of Hermas, Testament of the Patriarchs.
Yes.
Pick them up and read them. They will give you so much more better understanding of what these things are.
And these 3 books are available on our app, on our iOS app. We have to update our Android app to have these Bibles, these books to them as well. Go ahead.
Also, here's another reason why they said the laws are abolished. Because they never wanted you to remember the first commandment. Let's read the first commandment.
Commandment 1, the book of Shemot, chapter 20, and it has verse 1. Exodus 20, verse 1.
And Yahuwah spake all these words, saying, I am Yahuwah, thy Elohah, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me.
No other Elohim before me. Yeah. So you were saying?
So if you remember that scripture, then you wouldn't be reading the Bible with an idolatrous heart. And you would see that none can be compared. And he is one. And he alone is Allah.
Shalom, Jamie. Yes, I got your email, but I found it in spam. And there were a lot of other emails in spam, so I have to remember to go through them. Hopefully this evening I'll be able to go through those emails, all right? Yes. So where were we?
Wrapping up.
Not putting Yahusha as Yahuwah and not reading the book with an idolatrous heart. They wouldn't be. Yeah, so we were at not forgetting the first commandment, not putting anything close to or comparing them to Allah. And that would lead us to not read the book with an idolatrous heart. So we could easily discern that, hey,
and that's a very good point.
our returning king cannot be the Most High. Yeah.
And that's a very, very good point, because if you approach it saying that, no, man, there is no other Elohim except Yahuwah. If you approach it like that, then you will get it. But if you approach it with the dents and kinks of Christianity, and Christianity's role there is to get this thought in our minds of a man can be the Most High, which is idolatry. If you do that, then chances are, and remember, most of us now who are saying these things, it is because of the influence of Christianity that we were in, whether directly or indirectly, that made us now questioning these things. Yeah. All right, so we should be wrapping up. We have already gone over 2 hours. Christianity is so overwhelming.
My Christian brothers and sisters, I love you so much. I remember the days not too long ago.
All right.
I was a Christian also.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, we were Christians, but
All of us.
but it's a religion we are talking about.
I just don't want anybody to feel
Hold
like
on.
they're attacking them.
Yes. Yes, as he said, we are not attacking Christianity. We are not attacking Christianity. We are showing up. We're not attacking Christians.
No, I
Sorry.
was about to be like, we're not.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Rewind. We are not attacking Christians. It is the religion that needs to be destroyed. The religion of the wicked
Yes.
that needs to be destroyed.
Are saying that no Christian can ever be saved.
Yeah, and we're not saying Christians cannot be saved. We are not saying that you cannot turn around and awaken. Yes, if you are blinded in Christianity and your heart is right and you have the heart of someone who, if they had known the truth, then they would have been 100% zealous for the truth, then you have a chance. But if you have been awakened and you have heard the truth and you reject the truth, that is where you have a problem. Because when you reject the Most High, he says, when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But you did evil before mine eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. That is when you have a problem. All right? So, if I was to summarize the role of Christianity in the end times, it is to deceive. It is the religion of the anti-Messiah, and the anti-Messiah system is that which is being set up today. So the proof, thank you. The proof actually is, the proof of this anti-Messiah system is the fact that Christianity is causing people to reject the true Messiah and to follow a false Messiah. It is a tool that is used to say that Yahuwah is a man, which is the anti-Messiah. It is the tool which is going to blind us to the return of the Messiah. It is the tool that is used to blind us from recognizing Yasharal as a nation. It is a tool used to blind us, to let us believe that we don't need Yasharal. Everybody is Yasharal, everyone is spiritual Yasharal. It is a tool that is destroying the strangers that should be joining themselves to our people at this time, but are standing afar off and saying, we don't need to join you. I am grafted in. Grafted into what? It is a tool that is deceiving. It is a deceitful tool par none. Nothing you can get is as deceitful as Christianity. And it is deceiving us. Yeah, and Islam, yes. So, want to hear your closing remarks.
Well, like Elder said, this is a religion of deception. It's meant to keep us held down, keep our heads underwater in the sand. And we all started with the rapture thing. And I'd like to end with this. If you expect to be taken, I highly recommend that you read all the scriptures that mention about people that were either taken or took, because nothing good happened to anybody who was taken or took. Find out what happened in the days of Noah when the scripture talks about those that were took. Only Noah and his family were spared. They were left behind. But those that were took are gone. They were gone bye-bye. So research what that actually truly means. That's one of the words that have spun around, and they've gotten people to wish to be taken, to not be left behind. And so I just would recommend that for everybody.
As I talk about left behind, sorry, boy, this thing is so continuous. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 13. We talk about being taken and being left behind. Verse 47.
What chapter? What chapter?
2nd Ezra.
Second address.
He's telling when the 12 tribes are coming back over. Go ahead.
Al Elyon.
No. Oh, you have it different. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Al Elyon shall stay the springs of the stream again, that they may go through. Therefore sow you the multitude with peace. But those that be left behind of your people are they that are found within my borders.
Those that are what? Left behind.
behind.
Not those who are taken. Are those that are found within my borders. And then what's going to happen next? Verse 49.
Now, when he destroys the multitude of the nations that are gathered together, he shall defend his people that remain.
Oh, man.
That have been taken.
And then what's going to happen? Verse 50. Is he going to destroy them? Verse 50.
And then shall he show them great wonders.
All right. So we don't need anything more from that. All right, someone else, please, with their summary.
For me, I'll just say in summary, in conclusion, Christianity is like a bad addiction. It's like being addicted to any bad thing, alcohol, cigarettes, whatever you name it. So, wine, even, coming out of it. And when you come out of it, we're not necessarily bashing anyone for still being in it, but you can't speak good about a bad habit.
Yes.
So you've come out of the bad habit. I can't still be saying that, oh no, it's okay to smoke. It's okay to drink. You have to tell the truth. It's terrible. It's killing you. It is destroying you. So that's exactly what Christianity is. It's a bad habit that when you escape it, you have to condemn it thereafter. Not the people, but the habit.
Yes. Who? Next person? Jeremy or Kanu?
Okay, in conclusion, a lot have been revealed. I would just encourage my brothers and sisters to just value your life. Not necessarily in this world, but I mean, value your salvation. Have a real deep desire for truth. Don't have your cup full. Ask the Most High. Tell him that, hey, I don't know what to believe. And just believe that he will help you. And make sure that you have that desire, and that will help you. That's what helped me.
You are so on point. Come empty. That's what also helped me as well. When I came to the Most High and I realized that something was wrong, I said, Father, I don't believe anything. I don't know anything. I am of no denomination. I'm not Pentecostal. I'm not Christian. Nothing.
I don't trust this world.
Yes. Teach me. Show me the truth. And that's when he gave me the truth. You have to have a desire for the truth, as it says in 2 Thessalonians. Because they love not the truth that they might be saved. It is the love of the truth that saves us. And in the book of Revelation, it tells you if you love a lie, you cannot enter the kingdom. Go ahead, Hanuk.
Well, to be honest with you, brothers,
Hey, boy.
every last one.
No honest
Every
with
last
you.
one of you have hit spots that was in my heart. So what I would say is that seek the Most High with all your hearts. Really, go before Him and pray to Him and seek Him while He still may be found. If you do that truly, He will open up your eyes to where you will see, where the veil will be removed somewhat, where you will see your faults or any faults whatsoever, the faults in Christianity, and you would want to steer clear of them, and by doing so, draw closer to the Most High.
All right. So, I guess that's it. That's it. Only hope you were edified by this. Very interesting. I love that Yahusha is Yahuwah input part of it. Remember, the playlist is in the chat, or Yahusha is Yahuwah playlist is in the chat. And if you want more about Yahusha is Yahuwah, check out our Just a Word Shorts channel. That channel, before we go, we have to put our prophecy channel. We're going to put the address for it. youtube.com. Just a Word Prophecy. All right. And we also have our short videos channel. YouTube.com. All right. So we have placed our prophecy channel and our short videos channel. So our short videos channel is where you get all those things explaining Yahusha is Yahuwah. All right, check out that channel. It is a channel we will be putting like 2 videos per day. 2 videos per day explaining the depths of understandings that we have received. We have given it unto you. Freely we receive, freely we give. So please share just a word with someone, and remember our website, our headquarter website, our main website, justaword.org. And remember our online radio 24/7, 365 days of the year. It's called Jaw Radio. You can Google for Jaw Radio and it will show you where we are. Those are just the words, outlet to the world. All right? Thank you for being with us. And shalom, 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 shalom.